And we welcome you to Salem High School Gymnasium for this SCA contest between the Salem Tigers and the Cabool Lady Bulldogs. Before the game, there is a national anthem. We're going to go ahead and take a short break. We'll come back with the introduction of the players. And, of course, the game tonight, this first SCA contest of the year for Salem and Cabool, comes your way shortly after this 1-minute break on KSMO Radio 1340 AM Salem Tiger Sports. And welcome back, Salem High School Gymnasium on KSMO Media. The Salem Tigers and the Cabool Lady Bulldogs. Cabool coming in 5-2. Salem 8-4 on the season. And again, this is the first SCA contest of the year for both teams. So this will be an interesting way to start things out. Two pretty good teams going to match up on this Monday night. We're glad to have you in the very first game of the new year for the Lady Tigers. And they're coming off a second place finish in the Mountain Grove Holiday Tournament. Got a little bit of rest in there, and now they're back to action. Now they'll have a game tonight, but they'll be off for a whole week, and then they'll take on the Willow Springs Lady Bears next Monday at Willow Springs. We know how tough that's going to be. That'll be a big game for the Lady Tigers. It will be a very tough game. We know each of those teams have won a game. Willow beating Salem earlier in the year. Salem just beating Willow the other day at Mountain Grove, and so they're going to come right back and match up again next Monday night at Willow Springs. Here's the starters for the Cabool Lady Bulldogs. It'll be Abigail Hewerman, Madeline Aaron, Haley Shannon, Alexis Hunter, and Morgan Aaron. For the Salem Lady Tigers, they'll start out with Savannah Manthe, Avery Irway, Bella Jadwin, Tatum Hattridge, and Ashton Bowers. The Lady Tigers will be in the home whites with the Carolina blue numbers and trim. For the Cabool Lady Bulldogs, it'll be their, I'm going to call it ocean blue. I don't know what other blue to call it. Has gray numbers and a gray waistband. So we're about ready to get this one underway. Again, with the social distancing here at the Salem High School gym. Crowds are limited, and everybody is being asked to wear a mask. All the students are for sure, and most of the adults are also being asked to wear a mask, though I'll say about 70% do comply. So we're about ready to get things going. We've got Clay Moody doing the announcing. Thank you, Clay, for the introductions. And we're about ready to get this one underway. SCA play. Seems like it's been a long time since we talked about SCA Conference play, but since football and things of that nature. But of course, with football and COVID, who knew what's going to happen? So we're about ready to get this one underway. Earlier tonight, the JV did fall to Cabool by a score of 39-29. So this one will get underway as Irway will jump up against Haley Shannon. We hope you enjoy the game here on KSMO Radio and live streaming on KSMORadio.com. It comes back to Jadwin after the tip by Irway. Jadwin between the circles, right side pass to Tatum Hattridge. Back to Jadwin, back to Tatum. Play catch beyond the perimeter. Now to Manthe. Manthe left wing side to Jadwin, trying to break to the paint. Gets cut off. Now backs it back out. Right now, a 1-3-1 zone by Cabool. They go inside to Jadwin. Kicks it back to Hattridge. Jump shot's good. Tatum gets the Tigers on the board early as Cabool facing a little bit of pressure here by the Salem Lady Tigers. Throwing it back is Hewerman. They get it all the way across here. Shannon down the left side. Long pass backdoor to Aaron. Aaron has the ball knocked away by Savannah Manthe out of bounds. The ball will stay with Cabool. Glad to have you along with us on this Monday evening. Inbound pass comes out to Shannon. Shannon with a three-pointer. It's off the back of the iron. Tipped up in the air and brought down under control there by Hewerman. Hewerman goes back to Aaron for the three. It's off the support, and she gets her own rebound. Back the other way down the corner. Pass down across, laying it up, and missing that shot was Josie Atkins, and a foul on Cabool on a rebound. Atkins missed the easy layup. And the first foul called on Josie Atkins. Salem will bring it up. Bella Jadwin over to Tatum Hattridge. They have the 2-0 lead here. with that ball is Manthe. Back to Jadwin. Jadwin right side pass to Hatridge in the corner to Bowers. Bowers has Shannon all over her. Tight man-to-man on Bowers. Looks like they're really centralizing on her. Now to Manthe for the three. It's good. Savannah Manthe hitting from the left side beyond the three-point line. And now here comes Cabool breaking the press relatively easy. Here's Aaron into the Salem Tiger zone all the way down. Lays it up and in. Madeline Aaron puts the Lady Dogs on the board with 6:15 to go, first quarter. Here's Hatridge back to Manthe. She wants another three. She's got it. It's 8-2 Salem Tigers. 6 minutes to go still in this first quarter. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Jadwin as Shannon was trapped in the corner by Hatridge and Bella. She pushed off, but the official called the blocking foul. So Bella gets her first foul. Really looked like they had done a good job of trapping her in the corner. Didn't get the charge call like Salem had hoped to get. Atkins will get it in to Shannon. Haley Shannon up the middle of the floor will hand it off to Aaron. Madeline Aaron out near center court. Trying to get the play set. Moves to her right, beyond three. Firing it down, and Irway jumped in front of Haley Shannon and knocked the ball away. It stays with the Bulldogs. It's a good read by Irway to step right in front of Shannon and just bat that ball out of danger's way. Madeline Aaron with it, handing that ball off to Josie Atkins. Atkins moving right along that three-point perimeter now to Shannon. Shannon trying to get by Irway. Good job by Irway to keep her inside. Now the shot partially blocked. Goes straight up in the air, but it comes right back to Cabool, to Kentner. And then Kentner hands it off to Shannon. Shannon still has that ball knocked away. Here come the Tigers back the other way. They go for the layup, and they get it as Irway with the steal and the bucket. Good job by Avery as she knocked that ball away, outraced Cabool, and then laid it home. Long pass to Shannon. Shannon in the offensive zone. Going down against Bowers, lays it up, misses, and a foul called on Shannon for going over top of Avery Irway. The charge called on Haley Shannon. She was a bit out of control. That's what they call. She missed the layup and got the foul. Here's Jadwin for Salem. Kicks it left side to Manthe. Now to Bowers. Bowers takes a couple of steps in, takes a jumper, but it's way too hard. Comes down the backside into the hands of Cabool. They have it now. Atkins out beyond three. Atkins hanging on to it, flips it off there to Aaron. Madeline Aaron out between the circles. Goes left side to Shannon. Down low, lays it up, gets the bucket, and draws the foul. Haley Shannon's a very good player, and she's going to keep going back there. Didn't matter if she got that charge. And she gets the bucket. Savannah Manthe with the foul, and the attempted free throw by Shannon is on its way here in a second. 10-4, Salem on top, make it 10-5, as Haley Shannon now has three. 4:32 left to go first quarter. Salem Tigers with the lead. Bumbles down low to Bowers. Count the bucket, and she is fouled. Ashton didn't lay it in. She just had it trickle over the rim, but they all count. And the foul is called on Josie Atkins. She now has two. She's going to check out. In the game comes Morgan Aaron. So Bowers to the line to shoot the third point shot, and it's good. Old-fashioned three-point play there. 13-5, Salem on top. Shannon getting it back. Salem trying to get that press to work. Has not really done so yet. Aaron in the offensive zone. Madeline pulls up in front of the Tiger bench. Now tries to drive baseline. Gets cut off there. Goes out on top to Shannon. Haley Shannon trying to get a pick there from Hatridge, from her other forward out there. She goes down, tries to bank it in, and she does. Haley Shannon switched hands en route and then banked it home. Long pass to Bowers. She lays it up and in. Ashton got behind the defense, was wide open, and the quick pass by the Tigers generates a quick two. Long pass underneath, laying it up and in is Vanessa Kentner, And these girls are going back and forth now. It's a track meet. Here's Hatridge. Tatum slowing it down a little bit. Guarded there by Kentner. Getting it off to Manthey. Manthey back to Hatridge. She takes a three-pointer. It's off the rim. Pinballs around and brought down by Haley Shannon. Shannon in the corner. Double team there. And she tries to go between two Lady Tigers and does. Now three in the offensive zone. Pulls up with 3:42 to go in the first quarter. 15-9, Salem on top. Haley Shannon kicks it off there to Morgan Aaron. Morgan trying to go back door. Ball tip stolen away by the Tigers as it was deflected twice and finally picked up. And a little collision there. And a timeout called by Coach Jake Reardon. With a score, Salem Tigers 15 and the Cabool Lady Bulldogs 9. Will come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. Salem with a 15-9 lead. Do want to remind you, your Town & Country Insurance Associates can handle all the types of insurance you need. Call them at 729-6624 or drop by the Town & Country branch right here in Salem. Manthey will bring it up for the Tigers. 3:25 remains in this, the first quarter. Pass left side to Bella Jadwin. Jadwin back to Manthey. Right side pass to Botkin. Botkin goes in the corner, waiting for it there. For the Lady Tigers was Michaela Roos. Now it goes loose on the far side and goes out of bounds. They'll stay with the Tigers. The ball was tipped by Cabool. Here's Manthey wide open for the three. Takes it. It's off the rim. Brought down by Alexis Hunter. Hunter gives it off to Haley Shannon. Shannon brings it up. Guarded there by Roos. Shannon trying to drive. Who is called for carrying the ball. First turnover by Cabool. That was not a steal by Salem. Don't forget the city of Salem. Want to thank all those who went through the park, light up the park display this past winter. Thanking all of you for that. And don't forget, if you want to reserve a pavilion, don't forget to call Melissa, 729-6290, Salem City Park. Here's Jadwin, goes in the corner to Bowers for the three. It's off the rim, comes straight up in the air, tipped and controlled there by Madeline Aaron. Aaron hands it off there to, Morgan Aaron, handing it off to Madeline Aaron. We got the two MAs. Here's Haley Shannon, down low, trying to get it into Aaron. She gets it back, throws it through the legs of her sister, and taken there by Manthey all the way down. Has that shot blocked after the Tigers steal. Cabool gets it back on a good block by Haley Shannon. Another steal by Roos. Roos looking for some help, trying to get away from Shannon. Under the baseline, takes it to the hole, lays it up, no good. Gets her own rebound and is fouled. Kayla Roos got the steal and a rebound and gets fouled in the process. She was annoying to Haley Shannon, but it was Morgan Aaron that fouled her. Probably felt like a pesky mosquito all around her. And Roos will shoot two. First one is good. Irway back in. Manthey checks out. Bowers comes out. Hatridge back in. Tigers have only 8 girls on the bench tonight. Free throw is no good, and it comes into the hands of Morgan Aaron. I'm going to get those two mixed up all night long. Now here comes the other Aaron down. Putting it down, kicks it outside to Hewerman. And the three-pointer by Shannon, no good. Brought down and put back up and missed there by Hunter. But the Cabool Lady Dogs get it again. That's Morgan Aaron. Outside it goes to, Madeline Aaron gets it to Morgan Aaron, and Morgan scores. Whew. Morgan and Madeline. Here's Jadwin the other way for Salem. Can't get the shot to go. Roos with the rebound, missed it. And it goes on the backside into the hands of Hunter. Roos with a couple of rebounds. Pass goes down to Hewerman, outside to Shannon. Haley looking a little gassed out there. Now goes backcourt. Stolen by Jadwin. Jadwin will go and lay it up as easy basket there by Bella. 6 turnovers now for Cabool. 18-11 our score. The pass stolen away by Jadwin. Jadwin down to Attridge for the basket. She's got it. Tatum with the easy basket after the steal. 20-11. Now the pass across, stolen there by Jadwin. Jadwin down low to Attridge. Another jumper. It's offline, no good. Brought down by Botkin. Botkin underneath the basket, trying to feed it inside. And the ball knocked away. Haley Shannon is gassed out there with 36 seconds left. She's still out there. She turned the ball over at center court. Did not come back. She's barking out directions out there, but boy, I tell you what, she is as red in the face as I've seen somebody in a long time. Jadwin trying to get it in, goes over the head of Attridge, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll belong to Cabool at their own baseline. The Tigers with 6 steals, Cabool with 7 turnovers. Staying with only 1 turnover in this first quarter, 36 seconds to go. They lead it by 9. Pass comes across to Aaron, Madeline Aaron. In the middle to Morgan Aaron. Ball stolen away again by the Salem Tigers. Here they come again. It's Bowers down the middle of the floor. 24 seconds left, and she walks with the ball, but a foul's called as well. Tried to come to a stop. Couldn't without shifting her feet, but there was a foul called, and I believe it's going to be an Abigail Huerman, and it is. And that is the 5th team foul for Cabool. The inbound comes outside. It goes to Attridge. Attridge inside, and pass intended for Irway, knocked away nicely by Morgan Aaron, just deflected that one away. 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. Jadwin to Manthe. Manthe all the way across, getting it there is Bowers. Bowers has the ball stolen away. First steal by the Lady Bulldogs as Haley Shannon took that one right out of her hands. Now coming the other way, and a foul called on Salem as Shannon really sucking some air out there. Surprised her coach isn't pulling her out for the last few seconds to give her a break. Foul called on Avery Irway. Irway will check out. Botkin back in, or Bruce back in. Pass comes to Shannon. Shannon takes a long shot. It hits the rim. Nobody goes after the rebound. And that's the end of 1 quarter of play. The score, the Salem Tigers lead Cabool 20-11. We'll come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. Salem Tigers lead after 1 quarter, 20-11. Cabool will inbound it. They get it in, and Madeline Aaron tries to come into the paint. All the way does, down, lays it up, and it goes through. Madeline Aaron has 4. 20-13 our score. Bella Jadwin brings it in. Jadwin right to the hole, stop, jump shot, too hard, comes out to Irway. Irway, but it's 3 different Cabool Lady Bulldogs, then turns the ball over. Irway had it, then just turned it over. The Tigers steal it back. Tripped up, no foul. Here's Jadwin laying it up and in after the steal. No foul called as Irway was tackled on the long pass. Coming in to Aaron, down low, banking the shot up and in easily was Alexis Hunter as they beat the press. 22-15 our score. Manthe the other way. Now to Jadwin for the 3. It's off the rim, no good. Comes down to Manthe. She tried to bank it in. It's no good, and brought down and controlled by Hunter. Now blocking foul called on the Salem Tigers. That's going to be on Attridge. Oh, I'm sorry, they're going to call it on Avery Irway. I thought Attridge might get that one. Still cannot believe they didn't call a foul on Cabool when Irway was just about tackled. And nothing there. So Haley Shannon with it. She's still on the floor, which is amazing to me. Madeline Aaron gets it over to Shannon. Shannon goes down low, trying to get the shot up. It was blocked as Atkins got the ball underneath. Now throws it back court, and it's going to belong to the Salem Tigers. Unless it went off a Lady Tiger player. And that might be the case. I guess it did skim the leg of a Lady Tiger player. So Roos will come in to the game. Irway will check out. 6:36 to go, second quarter. Haley Shannon gets it, turns, trying to get out of her own zone, fires it down to Atkins. Atkins takes a three. It's off the front of the rim. Captured there by Bowers. Bowers the other way down the middle of the floor. Bowers to the hole, straight down, has her shot blocked by Haley Shannon. Shannon's got about 4 or 5 inches on Ashton. And just backed it back down. Jadwin looking to try and get it in. Outside it goes to Bowers for the three. It's good. Ashton Bowers, her first three of the night. The Tiger lead goes to 10, 25-15. With that ball, Madeline Aaron. Aaron goes far side to Shannon, all the way down. Shannon scoops it up and lays it in. Haley Shannon with 6. The Tiger lead is 8 with 5:55 to go in a half. Manthe, left side pass to Bowers, way beyond 3. Inside to Jadwin. Jadwin will be fouled there on a reach in. So the little hand check foul looked like it was on Madeline Aaron, but it might have also have been Morgan Aaron. They were both right there. Let's see which one gets the foul. And I could have given it to Alexis Hunter. Well, okay. Attridge ready to get it in, kicks it to Bowers for another three-pointer. It's off the back of the iron. It's captured by Roos on the backside. Out to Manthe for the three. It hits the rim. Now back to Manthe. To Botkin for a three. It's off the rim. It's controlled there by Attridge. To Manthe for another three. It's wide. Finally taken down by Hunter. 5 straight threes, and nobody could hit him. Wow, that's almost unbelievable, but that's exactly what happened. Here comes Cabool back the other way. Here's Aaron with it. Down low. Bank shot up and good by Josie Atkins. So Tigers missed, and Cabool comes down and picks up a 2. Coach Reardon wants to talk about it. With 5:11 to go in the half, 25-19. Salem on top. Will come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. Collision Center in Salem, been serving the area for over 30 years. They give free estimates and so much more. All your body work done. 729-3915, Larson Collision Center. Bowers has it between the circles with 5 minutes to go in this first half. 25-19. Bowers a long three. It's off the front of the rim. No good, and taken under control by Hunter. She's got 5 rebounds in this game. Stolen away by Roos, though, and she can't get it to fall. Taken down by Atkins, but it's thrown out of bounds. Well, tipped off the hands of the Salem Tigers. It stays with Cabool. So the Tigers get yet another steal, but cannot capitalize. They have got 9 steals in this first half, 10 Cabool turnovers, but they've only scored on 5 of them. Now the pass comes in to Aaron. Madeline Aaron out between the circles, guard there by Botkin. Almost lost it. Now does lose control of it, but goes back and gets it. Hands it off to Kentner. Kentner, their second time in the ball game. Now over to Shannon. Goes down low, inside, ball knocked away nicely by Irway to Roos. And then she's fouled by Haley Shannon after the Tigers get their 10th steal of this first half. That's the second foul on Shannon. Roos will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Kayla 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Salem 2 of 3 in that first quarter. Missed that one. Brought down and controlled by Hunter. She's got 6 rebounds in this first half. 25-19 our score. Salem has just 5 points in this second quarter. With that ball, it's Haley Shannon. Shannon trying to drive in, gets cut off by Bowers, gets it back, bounces it, stolen away back by Bowers. Bowers the other way, all the way down against Kentner. Bowers shot no good. Kentner gets the foul. Tigers with steal number 11. Now let's see if they can make it count as Kentner gets her first foul, team 8th foul. Bowers to the line. Ashton 1 of 1. Early on in the game, she has 8 points. She will shoot 2. (25-19) our score. And Bowers' first free throw, it is good. Don't forget, it's never too early to start your tax planning. Here we are in a brand new year. Get in touch with Tax Masters to make sure you're doing the right thing for your tax bracket. Call them 729-3001 or drop by 510 North Main Street. Tax Masters. And Bowers has them both. With that ball right now, it's Atkins getting it over to Shannon. She throws it down far, way down too far, and it goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Salem Tigers. Haley Shannon threw that fastball down the sideline, too far ahead of Madeline Aaron, and turns the ball back over. Tigers have had only 2 turnovers in this first quarter, and Cabool's had 13. But Salem has not taken advantage of a lot of them. Here's Bowers over across to Manthe. Manthe beyond 3, right between the circles now, goes right side to Jadwin. Man-to-man coverage right now by Cabool. Or it might even be a little bit of a hybrid. We'll see. Right now, they're letting Jadwin stay out high. No pressure. Now here comes a little bit of pressure from Kentner. Trying to drive down. Here's Manthe. Manthe all the way across. Going there is Bowers. Bowers back on top to Manthe. To Jadwin. Jadwin beyond 3. Trying to get past Hewerman. It does. Ball loose on the floor. It was kicked by Cabool. 3:09 to go in the half. 27-19. The game slowed down a little bit from that track meet we had in the first quarter. Jadwin all the way outside, and a Tiger foul. So Faith Kaminsky comes in the game and gets a foul, offensive foul. That turns the ball over. Here comes Cabool the other way. Here is Shannon down low to Atkins, and Atkins scores, and then the foul after the basket. And Coach Reardon puts the hands on the hips like, why? She'd already scored. And so Josie Atkins gets her 4th point. She'll shoot the free throw. Cabool 1 of 1 in the game. Makes that one. And we have a 5-point game after the offensive turnover by Kaminsky. And then the basket by Cabool, and then the unnecessary foul. They make it a 3-point play. Hattridge over to Bowers. Bowers backs out, goes back to Hattridge. Tatum trying to fire it in low. Ball loose, stolen away by Cabool. Their second steal, and then Hattridge knocks it out of the hand of Hewerman. It'll stay with Cabool. Roos checks out, Botkin back in. Again, only 8 Salem Lady Tigers, and a timeout called by Cabool. 2:41 to go in the half, 27-22. Back in a minute, this is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. .241 to go in the half. Don't forget Conway Construction LLC can do anything you need to your home. Build you a brand new one, add on a room, do concrete work, decks, siding, tile, wood floors. They can do it all. Conway Construction LLC. Call Randy at 247-6468. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. Madeline Aaron has it between the circles. 5-point ball game, 27-22. Salem on top. Ball goes right to the high post to Hunter. Hunter wanting to hand it off. Does a little jump there by Shannon. And she just walked a little bit, but no call there as Hadridge brings down the rebound. Back the other way, Jadwin. So Haley Shannon really gassed out there, but she's still going to give it her all. She is their leader. Bowers has it right now, trying to get away from Hewerman. Gets cut off. Back to Jadwin, back to Bowers. Bowers puts up a long three. It's too short, and it goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Cabool. 2:02 to go in the half. That seemed to be a little quick of a shot right there, but it does work a lot for our Lady Tigers. Right now with it, Aaron. Getting it down deep. It goes to Atkins. Down and blocking foul called as Shannon tries to lay it in, but a foul called underneath the basket on the Salem Tigers. To the line will go Haley Shannon. So Faith Kaminsky checking in the game now has 2 fouls. Haley Shannon with 7 points will shoot 2 free throws. 27-22, Salem on top. That one is good. Don't forget, your friends, the Common Grounds Bistro, invite you to stop on by for breakfast or lunch. It's outstanding food at a great price, and right here in Salem. That one doesn't go down, brought down by Hunter. Gets it back up and in, and banking it in is Shannon for another 2. And it's a 2-point ball game. Common Grounds Bistro, 300B South Main Street in Salem. Proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Hadridge has it. Hadridge left side pass to Botkin. Botkin off to Jadwin. Jadwin kicks it left wing to Bowers beyond 3. Guarded there by Hewerman. Bowers almost lost it. Gives it back to Jadwin. Jadwin trying to get down low is fouled there by Hunter. And she'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Each team in the bonus with 1:27 to go. Bella with 4 points. Hunter's second foul. Jadwin again to 1-and-1, and the free throw is no good. It's taken down and controlled there by Shannon, and she comes the other way. Haley Shannon dishing it off to Madeline Aaron. Aaron guarded by Botkin with 1:20 to go. All the way down to underneath the basket to Hewerman. She misses the shot, brought down by Jadwin. Bella the other way in the offensive zone. By 1, by 2. Bounce pass down low to Botkin. Carrying it back to Bowers. Why didn't Shelby shoot? Don't know. She had a wide open shot and trying to get to Ashton. Ashton now has it to the paint. Stops. Trying to feed it in. Stolen away by Cabool. One too many passes by the Lady Tigers twice in a row. Now the other way. Here's Madeline Aaron. 50 seconds to go. Aaron will hand that ball off. Getting it there is Atkins. Atkins around the perimeter. Hands that ball off to Haley Shannon. Shannon looking for an opening. Fires it in the middle. Stolen away by Salem. Back they come again. Up by 2. It's Hadridge with it. Out on top. Jadwin to the paint, to the hole. Down low. Here's Bowers trying to get a shot up. She walks with the ball. Got too far underneath the basket and tried to shift her feet and get in shooting position. Kaminsky checks out. Bruce back in. 27 seconds to go. Long pass and not paying attention was Atkins. It goes right by her out of bounds. Atkins was getting into position. Hadn't turned around yet. And Madeline Aaron fired a fastball, and by the time she turned, ball one hopped right past her. 18 seconds to go. 27-25 Salem. Hadridge between the circles. Inside of Bowers. Bowers from 7. The shot. It will not fall. And here comes Shannon the other way. Shannon into the middle of the floor. All the way down. Lays it up. Misses the shot. Brought down and controlled by Hewerman. Back for a 3 or a long 2 by Hunter at the buzzer. And we are tied here at halftime. 27-27 as Salem gets outscored in that second quarter. 16-7. By the Lady Dogs. And even though Salem has just 6 turnovers in this game and Cabool has 15, the Tigers just are not taking advantage of any of those turnovers and allowing Cabool to stay in the game. Unbelievable second quarter with miss shot after miss shot, and then passing up opportunity after opportunity by trying to make a little bit too fine a pass. So our Lady Tigers just need to get a groove, and they'll be fine in this game. But right now, though, they've got to stop worrying about the other guy when they got the wide open shot. Go ahead, bank it home, and give them a pass next time, because Cabool's going to just keep coming at you, as they've already proved in this one. and they're up for this game, and now they feel like they've already won because they're still in it. 3 out of 4 from the free throw line for them, and the Salem Tigers, well, they are 4 out of 6 from the free throw line. Make that 4 out of 7 from the free throw line. So got to get a little bit better on some of those free throws too, and start hitting some of those long threes if you're going to try and take this game away from the Lady Bulldogs. We are at halftime, 27-27. Back in 2.5 minutes. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. And the Bulldogs just never gave up. However, the Tigers have forced 15 turnovers. They have 12 steals in the game. Cabool has 3 steals and 6 turnovers for Salem. Cabool has scored on every one of their steals that they've had. The Tigers have scored only 10 points off 15 turnovers by Cabool. That's just not going to cut it. Salem's being out-rebounded the game, 17-12 by Cabool. As we mentioned, the league scores. Let's go ahead and tell you about the secondary scoring in the game. 4 points for Tatum Hattridge and Bella Jadwin, 6 for Savannah Manthey, a couple points for Avery Irway, and 1 for Michaela Roos. For Cabool, 4 points each for Madeline Aaron, Alexis Hunter, and 5 for Josie Atkins. 2 points for Vanessa Kentner, and 2 points for Morgan Aaron. Leading rebounder in the game is Alexis Hunter. She has 8 in this first half. She's just been a rebound machine. Leading rebounder for the Salem Lady Tigers been Michaela Roos. She has 3 for the Salem Lady Tigers. So we got the second half coming up. Should be an interesting one. This game became a track meet in that first quarter when the Tigers and the Lady Bulldogs kept going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And then finally Salem slowed it down a little bit. It seemed to wear out Haley Shannon, but she has stuck in there. She still has 10 points, even though there's been times she has been gassed on the floor, you can tell. But the Tigers could not take advantage of that opportunity. Leading players with fouls is Avery Irway and Faith Kaminsky for Salem, each with 2. For Cabool, there's Haley Shannon with 2, Alexis Hunter with 2, and Josie Atkins with 2. 3 of 4 for the Stripe, the Lady Bulldogs, 4 of 7 for the Lady Tigers in that first half, as we mentioned. The turnovers, that's just such a huge story usually, but not so far in this one, as the Lady Bulldogs, with 15 turnovers, have survived this first half without trailing by a whole bunch, and that's really unusual when you have that many turnovers. Let's see what the Lady Tigers can do in the second half. 27-27 our score. Back in a minute and a half. This is Lady Tiger basketball. You are watching it, listening to it on KSMO Media. We will get back as the second half begins with the Salem Tigers inbounding the ball. Jadwin getting it to Irway, back to Jadwin, left side pass, Manthey going baseline. She is fouled immediately by Alexis Hunter. That's her 3rd. Don't forget about Duncan Family Chiropractic, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Dr. Amber can do it all for you, get you back in shape, back in the game. Dr. Amber Duncan and Duncan Family Chiropractic. Number there, 729-2321. The inbound comes to Bowers. Now to Hattridge in the corner, Manthey. Manthey back to Hattridge on the perimeter. Guarded there by Hewerman. Now inside it goes to Irway. Turnaround jumper. It's off the rim. No good. Brought down by Haley Shannon. And a foul's going to be called on Salem. Bella Jadwin with that foul. Trying to reach over. Her second foul. Cabool inbounded from the baseline, giving it off to Shannon. Shannon fires it down, intended for Madeline Aaron. Aaron going baseline off the glass. It will not go. Irway brings down the rebound. Irway off to Manthey. Manthey through the middle of the floor. Pass the left side to Hattridge. Hattridge needs a little help. The ball tipped, comes down the hands of Irway. Irway outside it goes to Bowers. Bowers giving it back to Hattridge. Hatridge left side to Manthe. Comes back through Hewerman. Handing it off to Jadwin. Back to Hatridge. Takes the three. It's good. Tatum Hatridge. And the Tigers back on top by 3. A long pass stolen away by Jadwin. Jadwin to the paint. Stops from 7. It's good. Bella Jadwin started to go into the paint. Pulled right up and put home a 7-foot jumper. Now the pass quickly down to Hunter. Hunter into the Salem Tiger zone. Hunter pulls it up, gives it off to Aaron. Aaron all the way down. Her shot won't go. Tipped by Hewerman, but brought down by Irway. Irway the other way. Giving it to Jadwin. Right side pass to Manthe. In the corner, Bowers. Back to Manthe. Manthe guarded there tightly. Goes back to Hatridge between the circles. Inside to Irway. Right at the free throw line, and she walked with the ball. First turnover by Salem in the second half. Don't forget SBU. They have a campus right here at Salem for your outstanding higher education close to home. Call 729-7071 for enrollment information. Haley Shannon to the timeline as she's taking a good old time to get there. Salem up by 5 now for a tie game at halftime. Aaron has it. Madeline Aaron actually walked with the ball. She stuttered as she came to a stop, but no call. Aaron trying to drive by, flips it in the corner. There's Atkins for the 3, partially blocked it. It comes down the hands of Irway. Irway getting it off to Bowers. And now over to Hatridge, Bowers now has it, quick 3. It's rimmed out, has hit both the back and front part of the rims. Now the pass across to Shannon. Shannon the other way, and she walks with the ball. And got a little bit mouthy there. Sometimes that can end up being more than a travel call. Cal Malone and American Family Insurance reminds you to be a supporter of Salem Tigers. Call them if you need any type of insurance from home, health, life, business. 729-5165 American Family Insurance at the Crossroads Shopping Center. Jadwin left side pass to Hatridge. In the corner, Bowers. Bowers back to Hatridge. Trying to get away there from Kentner. Now the shot up by Jadwin. It does not go. Brought down by Bowers. Bunks the tree. She still has it. Turnaround. The shot is no good. I think a timeout was called by Coach Reardon on the scrum in the middle of the floor. With a score, Salem 32 and Cabool 27. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. Don't forget to stop by and see your friends at Country Mart right here in Salem, Highway 3272 East. They have the pharmacy down there. That's in Western Union. They got Bissell Rental, propane cylinders you can pick up. And don't forget a great collection of foods and many other products as well. Check it out at tcmarkets.com. Country Mart. They're here to help you save. Hadridge to inbound. 5:15 to go third quarter. Hatridge kicks it on out, intended for Jadwin. She has it, puts up the 3. It splashes home. High arcing 3 goes down as Kentner got there just a little too late. 35-27, Salem on top. Here's Hunter trying to get away from Jadwin. Flips it back to Atkins. Now quickly down to Shannon. That doesn't go down. Ball loose, taken there by Hunter. Hunter puts it up and misses the shot, but she is fouled by a lead by Irway. Hunter has 9 rebounds in this game. So Avery gets her 3rd foul. Tigers only got 8 girls on the bench tonight, so a little bit of a problem there. Free throw is no good by Hunter. Roos in for Irway. Bella Jadwin checks out. Bogdan comes in. Next one, banks it home. Lexus Hunter hits 1 of 2. 35-28, first points for Cabool in this third quarter. Here's Manthe getting it there to Hatridge. Her jumper is good. Count the bucket and the foul. Tatum hits it from 13, and then she is fouled, and she'll make it the old-fashioned three-point effort. And that is on Vanessa Kentner. as she reached in and got the hand check. Didn't help. Free throw is short, brought down by Haley Shannon. Shannon brings it away for the Lady Bulldogs. Comes to the timeline with 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Salem up by 9. Shannon trying to find an opening all the way down off the glass. It's good. Nice left-handed flip by Haley Shannon. Manthe for Salem the other way. Left side pass to Hatridge. In the corner, Bowers. Quick three. Good. Ashton Bowers with 13, and the Salem lead is a 10. Long pass comes in the hands of Aaron. Madeline Aaron trying to drive in all the way, loses the ball, comes down to Hunter, and her shot no good, but back up and in by Madeline Aaron. (40-32) our score. Here's Manthe trying to go by. Hunter does. Now to Botkins. Out on top, Hatridge. Hatridge with 3:45 to go to Bowers in the corner. Roos guarded there. Bounce pass out to Botkin. Botkin picked up the ball. That was a mistake. Now gives it back to Roos. Roos out high. Trying to get away from Madeline Aaron. Goes to Manthe. Now to Bowers for that three. It's off the rim. No good. Brought down by Atkins underneath the basket. Off to Shannon. Long pass underneath to Kentner, and she misses the layup. Punched out, though. Taken there by Cabool. Back to Kentner. She banks that one in. Good pass there by Madeline Aaron. And it's a 6-point Salem lead with 3 minutes to go. Third quarter. Here's Botkin down to Manthe for a three-pointer from the corner. It's too hard. Comes out into the hands of Shannon. Shannon the other way. 2-on-2. Shannon down against Bowers. Lays it up and in. And the blocking foul. So Bowers fouls and didn't stop Shannon from scoring. Shannon's about twice the size of Ashton, and she just kind of threw the hip out there. It's 40-36. Shannon can make it a three-point game again after Salem had a 10-point lead. Now it's back to a three-point game just that quickly after a couple misses by the Lady Tigers. These Lady Dogs just won't quit. Now Jadwin with a three. It's a good one. Bella with 2 threes in this third quarter. With 2:35 to go. Long pass to Madeline Aaron. Aaron driving down against Roos. Puts it off the glass too hard. Put back up and in. Underneath by Josie Atkins. Pass outside to Botkin. She trying to take the three. Trying to bank it in. No good. Bowers on the backside. Had her pocket picked. And back comes Cabool. Salem got the rebound, but then turned it over. 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Trying to drive down is Aaron. Trying to just flip it up. She did, and it went in. Madeline Aaron with a left-handed flip. That ball looked funny coming out of her hand. Looked funny going in, but it still counts. And now a blocking foul called on Cabool as Jadwin was trying to drive the lane. Bank of Salem is a locally owned community bank since 1883, ready to serve you at a moment's notice. Stop by either location at 100 West 4th Street or 1001 South Main. The Bank of Salem, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. Abigail Huerman gets her second foul. Each team with 3 now, with 1:48 to go in the third. Inbound to Hatridge, the jumper. It's good. Tatum with 7 points in this third quarter, and the Tiger lead is 4. And now the ball off the foot of Shannon. And a jump ball possession arrow will favor Cabool. Salem with only 2 timeouts left. Coach Reardon does not want to burn one of those now. Huerman checks out. Back in the game is Morgan Aaron. Pass to Madeline Aaron. Now all the way across to Shannon. Stolen there by Jadwin. Jadwin lays it up and in. Timeout called by Cabool with 1:26 to go as Shannon had her pocket picked by Jadwin, who lays it home, and the Salem Tigers lead at 47-41. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. 47-41, Salem on top. Don't forget, Willie Streeter and Dent County Farm Bureau has you covered for your farm, ranch, home, or business. Call Willie at 729-4941, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. Josie Atkins to inbound it, to get it quickly down the middle and throwing it across and just turning that ball over was Madeline Aaron. The Tigers get yet another steal. And they hang on to the ball right now with 1:10 to go. Another turnover by Cabool. Jadwin in the corner to Botkin. Botkin outside to Hattridge. Hattridge out to Jadwin. Jadwin into the paint to the hole. Down low to Botkin. Kicks it back to Hattridge on the baseline. Now scoots it back out to Jadwin. Shelby really wasn't ready for that pass and then had trouble with it and kicked it back. Resets the play. Now Jadwin down to Botkin. Botkin a long two. It's too hard. And it's taken down off the hands of Roos as she battled Haley Shannon for it, but Roos could not bring it down. Josie Atkins to inbound. Atkins fires it down the middle of the floor, and there is Aaron. Aaron lost it and then double dribbles. Actually, she called it a travel. That was a double dribble, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Turning the ball over. Maybe she walked as well. She had a student section there. Couldn't see what her feet did. She can't put the ball up and put it back down. That doesn't work. Hattridge has it for the Salem Tigers after the turnover, and that is the 5th now for Cabool. Down low. Here's Roos' jump shot. Too hard. On the backside, that's Shannon. Shannon trying to drive down the left side. Back to the middle of the floor. Kicks it down low, and putting a shot up underneath was Kantner, but she didn't really want to shoot. You could tell she wanted to pass. Manthe now to Jadwin with 12 seconds to go. Bella out high with 9 seconds. She's going to try her drive right now. Now to Hattridge, down to 5. Hattridge out to Manthe. Manthe to Jadwin for a 3. It's short, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. 47-41, Salem on top after 3. Back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. Don't forget, K&H Auto Supply is a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. They've been locally owned since 1981, and they've got all the different auto products you need. Your Parts City Auto Parts store at 700 South Main Street, 729-6667. And Town & Country Bank is a locally owned community bank dedicated to providing personal and business financial solutions. See them at 1009 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard or 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Town & Country Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. We are starting the fourth quarter with Salem in possession. Hattridge inside to Irway for that high post. Irway loses the ball as it's stolen away by the Bulldogs. She turned around. It was slapped out of her hand. Here comes Shannon down. Jump shot. Trickles in. Haley Shannon with 17, and the Tiger lead back down to 4 with 7:30 to go in this fourth quarter. Manthe a long 3. It's offline. No good. Brought down by Shannon. Nobody underneath the basket for Salem there. Shannon quickly the other way. 3-on-1. Bounce pass laid up and in easily by Abigail Ewerman. The Lady Tigers were not in position when Manthe took the shot. So sometimes rushing a little bit too much. Got to let the girls get where they need to go. Irway out to Manthe. Now quickly to Jadwin. She's open for the 3. It splashes home. 50-45. Bella with that high arcing shot. Long pass down intended for Atkins. Atkins trying to drive in. Stolen away by Jadwin from behind. Jadwin back the other way to the paint. Kicks it outside to Hattridge for a 3. It's off the rim. No good. Kept alive by Bowers. Bowers back out on top to Manthe. Now Hattridge between the circles. Now to Jadwin. Thought about the 3. Didn't take it. Now to Hattridge inside to Irway. Irway back to Jadwin. Here comes another 3. It's good. She's got 4 of them, and the Tiger lead is now 8. Long pass across. Here's Shannon. Shannon right down the middle of the floor, but right behind Hunter. Now goes back to Ewerman, back to Shannon. Shannon out between the circles, slowing it down, trying to catch her breath. 6:10 to go, fourth quarter. Haley Shannon backs up, guarded by Hattridge. Slowing it down a bit. Shannon trying to think about her drive. Stops, puts up a three. It's off the rim. No good. Irway brings it down for Salem. Long pass to Bowers. Guarded by Shannon. Bowers still has it. Bowers out to Manthe across Jadwin. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Bella trying to get away from Buerman. Out near center court. Flips it left side to Hatridge. 5:40 to go. Now to Irway. To Manthe. And a travel call on Irway again for keeps turning around and shifting her feet. Coach Reardon trying to show her what she's doing. Got to keep that pivot foot on the ground. Easier said than done, I know. Long pass comes in, and Manthe almost steals it away. Ball tipped out of bounds, though, as Atkins tried to get into Shannon. 5:36 left to go, fourth quarter. 53-45, Salem on top. Long pass to the Cabool bench. Haley Shannon tried to hit Aaron going down the sideline. It went right into the Cabool bench. Tigers have it back on the turnover. Now Jadwin holding on to it in front of the Salem bench. Flips it across to Manthe, hanging on to it. With 5:15 to go. Now to Botkin. Botkin inside, it goes to Irway, and she walks with it again. 5 turnovers, 4 of them have been Avery turning both feet. Inbound pass comes in, and the ball loose on the floor, taken by Jadwin. Picked up there by Botkin. Down to Manthe. Manthe into the paint. Manthe can't get the shot off. Back to Jadwin, open for another three-pointer. It's offline. Brought down and controlled by Atkins. Atkins across it goes to Hunter. Now back to Shannon. Another steal by the Lady Tigers, but they could not convert. Now Shannon into the paint. Off the glass, too hard, and a foul called on Kentner for going over the back. I believe that'll be who it's called on. That would be her third if it is the call. Bella Jadwin takes a well-deserved break. She's got 20 points in this game, 4 threes here in the second half. No pressure by Cabool, half-court defense with 4:42 to go. With the ball, Hatridge for Salem. To Manthe in the corner, Bowers. Bowers back to Hatridge. Salem could burn clock here if they want to. They're up by 8. And Tatum just standing out there near center court. No pressure. Now right side, Bowers. Across it goes to Manthe. Manthe gets by Kentner into the paint. Banks it in. Savannah hadn't scored since early in the game. She's got her 8th point now. The pass tipped and goes out of bounds. Intended for Madeline Aaron, but Manthe got her hands on it, tipped it out of bounds. Don't forget the Salem Memorial District Hospitals, proud to support the Salem Tigers, and they have their athletic program there to keep our athletes playing. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time. Atkins trying to get in, fires it back court, and going back to get it will be Shannon. She didn't touch it on the other side, so you can easily go back court. Haley Shannon flips it left side, waiting for it there is Josie Atkins. Atkins stops, picks it into the middle of the floor to Hunter. Alexis Hunter backs up a little bit. Down pass, low, goes right past Shannon, and it belongs to the Salem Tigers. That is the 9th turnover in the second half. 15 in the first half, 24 total turnovers for Cabool, and they are down only by 10. Here's Jadwin. Jadwin back to Hatridge, 3:40 to go. Now to Botkin, back to Jadwin, trying to get away from Kentner. And Kentner will foul her for her 4th foul, Vanessa. And the 5th team foul on Cabool. Bowers and Manthe back in. Irway and Botkin check out. Inbound comes to Jadwin. Jadwin trying to get away from Kentner. Kentner with 4 fouls. Now we get off to Hatridge. Hatridge stops back to Jadwin. Salem burning clock here with 3:23 to go. Bowers to Bella. Back to Bella. Back to Bowers. Right side pass to Manthe. Going back to Jadwin. Getting it back to Ashton Bowers. Bowers on your center court, and Kentner will foul out a ball game with 4 points. And she is done for the night. She has got a nasty, I'll say, bruise on her left shoulder. I tell you what, she plays hard. She may not be the greatest player in the world, but she's bruised up all over the place. Here's Jadwin. Fires it out to Bowers. The Salem is trying to just burn some clock here. 3 minutes left as Bowers gets it to Manthe. Handing it off to Jadwin. Out there right now is Hewerman. Down low it goes to Roos. Has the shot blocked away as Michaela took a little too long. And here comes Cabool right back. All the way down, laying a shot up and in. Count the bucket and the foul underneath the basket as Haley Shannon took it coast to coast. All because of a missed opportunity. And Ashton Bowers will pick up the foul, so they'll have the opportunity not only to score the basket, but then to hit the free throw because we just are hesitant too long. Just a second. That's all it takes in basketball. Coach Reardon talking to Michaela about it. Get it, shoot it. Free throw is no good. Missed after the opportunity and missed again by Hunter. And the ball goes out of bounds after 2 rebounds, one by Madeline Aaron and one by Alexis Hunter. And now Cabool will burn a timeout with 2:38 to go, fourth quarter. Salem 55, Cabool 47. We'll come back in 30 seconds. This is Tiger Basketball on KSMO Media. Auto Plaza in Rolla is giving you a fast, convenient way to find a car. It's called Shop, Click, and Drive. Go online to fairgroundgm.com to find out more. Fairground Auto Plaza, driven to serve you best, where Chevy finds new roads. And real value is more than a fair price. It's quality service, experience, and convenience. And that's what you get at Napa Auto Parts right here in Salem. Stop on by 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard or call 729-4156, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. 2:38 to go. Salem's lead is 8. As they get into Jadwin, Cabool with token pressure. Attridge back to Jadwin. Jadwin will get over the timeline. Jadwin into the paint. Will circle back. 2:25 to go. Jadwin guarded there by Hewerman. Jadwin getting double team. Picks the ball up. Fires it back door. There is Irway to lay it home. Tigers beat the press by Cabool. They're back up by 10. Here comes Shannon all the way down. Bounce pass down low. Bank shot no good. Put back up and missed by Aaron. 2 opportunities. Now back the other way, and Bowers can't get it to fall. The ball goes off the hands of Irway. Then they say no, went off of Atkins last. I didn't quite see it that way, but they did. 1:55 to go. Salem up by 10. Jadwin all the way out on top to Manthe. Manthe backs up, gets away from Madeline Aaron, goes in the corner. Bounce pass underneath to Irway, blocked there as Haley Shannon came by and just slapped it into the curtain. Progressive Ozark Bank is your community-focused financial institution here in Salem, Licking, Rolla, Hartville, Mountain Grove. Let them help you out. Progressive Ozark Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender, proud supporter of your Lady Tigers. Pass to Bowers. Tigers all out high. Now get it back to Manthe. Now to Tatum Attridge. Back to Manthe. Now to Jadwin. Tigers burning clock. Up by 10. Get it to Manthe. Now it goes to Bowers. Now to Jadwin. Jadwin gets bumped into. And that's now going to put Salem into bonus 1-1 for Bella Jadwin, who's got 20. 1:29 to go. Salem 8-4 coming in. Cabool 5-2. This has been a pretty good game. Back and forth. Bella's first free throw of the night went array. Let's see what this one does. And the free throw is no good. Brought down by Shannon. And Jadwin almost knocks it out away from Shannon. Keeps it, but she can't do it in time. That last foul, by the way, was on Hewerman. As Atkins tries to get in, does to Shannon. Shannon over the timeline, lost it, but gets it back. Shannon trying to fire it across right into the hands of Irway. Irway fires that just out to Jadwin down low. That's Hadridge with that long pass after the Tigers steal. And now a foul called on Hewerman. That's her fourth. And Jadwin back to the line. Well, Bella's got 20 points, but she's missed 2 front ends of 1-1. She has another opportunity here. Hunter checks out. Back in the game comes Morgan Aaron. Still a 10-point Salem Tiger game. Jadwin with 1:07 to go on the clock. Free throw, it is good. It's the first made free throw of the second half by the Salem Tigers. Not many fouls called in this half, to be honest with you. Jadwin has another one coming. This one is on its way, and this one is off to the left, no good. And then ball will belong to Cabool underneath the basket. 58-47, 11-point lead, exactly a minute to go in the fourth quarter. With that ball is Aaron. Aaron trying to dance in, can't, gets cut off. Now finds a little path. Outside it goes to Atkins for the three. It won't go. Jadwin brings down the rebound but can't control it. Comes back now to Shannon. She lays it up. Missed the shot, got her own rebound and scores. And a timeout is called by Cabool with 44.8 seconds left. A 9-point Salem Tiger lead. And we'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Basketball, and you're listening to it and watching it on KSMO Media. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow night with more Tiger basketball. This time the boys will take on the Newburgh Wolves. About 7:15 with Tiger Talk coach Brian Carty, and then play-by-play around 7:30 right here on KSMO Radio. At the conclusion of that game, we'll have Missouri and Mississippi State will join that game in progress. That's tomorrow night right here on KSMO, your Ozark sports leader. And then Wednesday, 1 week from Wednesday, St. Louis Blues hockey will be back on the air. They'll be in Colorado that night. Right now trying to get in for the full court press. They do. Hadridge gets it into Bowers. 42 seconds left. Bowers pulls up out high. Nobody goes near. Now Jadwin has it. Trying to get away from Shannon. Down to 35 seconds left. Cabool needs the ball. They need to foul here as Jadwin keeps moving around. And finally a reach in by Madeline Aaron. And they finally called a hand check. Well, they let about 10 seconds more than they need to go off the clock go. You're down by 3 possessions. You need the ball back. We'll see a couple of players that had not played yet in the game, as Michaela Watson as well as Maddie Gayer come in the game. So Jadwin will shoot a 1-and-1. She is 1 for 4 on the night from the stripe. Tigers have not shot a lot of free throws in this game. Free throw is good. That pretty well can seal this one with a 10-point lead. Jadwin has another one coming, and this one is also good. She ends up 3 of 6 on the night from the stripe. That's 60-49 as Haley Shannon with the ball spins into the paint to the hole, scoops it up at the end. Haley now with 23 points. Jadwin fires it, trying to fire it long down to Bowers. Bowers gets it off to Manthe, 14 seconds left. Manthe has the ball go out of bounds. It'll go off of Haley Shannon. 10 seconds to go. Salem will go to 9-4 on the year, and they'll be 1-0 in the SCA. As the inbound comes to Hadridge, she'll get over the timeline. Flipping it back to Jadwin, she'll stand there, down to 5 seconds left, and this one is in the books. Salem wins it 60-51 over the Lady Bulldogs. A very entertaining game, and Salem goes to 9-4, as I mentioned, 1-0 in the SCA. They will be off a week and take on Willow Springs next Monday night. We'll come back with stats and statistics for you in 3.5 minutes. This is Lady Tiger basketball on KSMO Media. ...17 steals, and they had 11 turnovers. Cabool had 25 turnovers in the game, and they finished with 5 steals in the contest. So very aggressive by the Salem Tigers, but they got to finish now. They got to, blow these games open when they get that opportunity. Just too many missed opportunities in this one, but they still get the win 60-51. They were led in scoring by Bella Jadwin tonight with the Salem Tigers. She had 23, 13 by Ashton Bowers, 11 by Tatum Hattridge, 8 by Savannah Manthe, 6 for Avery Irway, and 1 point for Michaela Roos. Salem was 7 of 12 in the free throw line. Leading rebounder for the Salem Tigers. We didn't have a lot of big rebounders. 4 by Avery Irway, 3 each by Savannah Manthe, Michaela Roos, and Ashton Bowers. 2 for Tatum Hattridge, and 1 each for Bella Jadwin, Allison Manthe, and also Shelby Botkin. The Salem Tigers did not have a lot of rebounds in this game we mentioned, and when you start thinking about that, you figure that can get a little bit dangerous. 18 total rebounds in the game for the Salem Tigers, and that's a stat you got to be a little concerned about. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. Cabool had 23 points from Haley Shannon. She definitely is their leader, but boy, she was really tired that first half, and she gutted it out. She didn't get many breaks in the game, just a couple small ones, but that was it. 8 points for Madeline Aaron, 7 for Josie Atkins, 5 points for Alexis Hunter, 4 points for Vanessa Kentner, and then 2 points for Morgan Aaron, and as well as Abigail Uerman. We talked about the rebounds. Well, the rebounds are like this. Alexis Hunter had 11 by herself for Cabool, 9 for Haley Shannon. That's 20. Then you got Madeline Aaron and Josie Atkins each with 6. That's 32. Then you got 2 more for Morgan Aaron and 1 for Abigail Huerman. That's 35-18. You're being out-rebounded. That's going to come back and bite you somewhere. And you're giving up a lot of rebounds. So the Tigers got through it tonight, but I know Coach Reard knows that. We don't have the biggest team in the world, but you're going to have to get in better position to get some rebounds. 35-18 rebounding tonight. Foul out 1. Vanessa Kentner fouled out with 2:38 to go in the ball game. She was the only one to foul out in the contest. So the Salem Lady Tigers win it tonight 60-51. We mentioned they're 9-4 in the season, 1-0 in the SCA. Earlier tonight, the JV did fall by a final score of 39-29 to the Cabool Lady JV Dogs. So Lady Tigers off a week. They'll be at Willow Springs next Monday night to take on the Lady Bears. I guess that's going to be grudge match 3. Each team has won a game in tournament play. And now it'll be up to this key SCA game for Salem next week at Willow Springs. It'll be a tough place to play. Willow Springs always is, but good luck to them, the Lady Tigers at Willow Springs. Tomorrow night, the Salem boys basketball Tigers will make up the game from Newburgh that was originally scheduled for the 21st of November. Tigers were quarantined at that time, and so the Wolves will come into town tomorrow night. JV action at 6, the varsity game to follow. We'll have the varsity game here on KSMO Media. We'll have it on the radio side as well as the video stream here on KSMOradio.com and at AM 1340 KSMO. For Jim back at the station, for Krista on the camera, I'm Stan Stevens with the microphone, and we thank you very much for joining us for our sports on a Monday night from the Salem High School gym as Salem wins it by a final score of 60-51. Have yourselves a great evening, and good night from the high school gymnasium.